Hiya. So we're looking for a nice tight fit. Oh, snug! That's just to try and catch the shavings. So on the second setting, we're only taking 6 watts. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. So we are doing a massive job today. We're installing a roof fan. So I was going to go with the MaxxAir Fan, but I figured, do you know what, you're just paying for the name, and this one came highly recommended, so we're going to be putting that in. So we're going to be putting it somewhere here. Again, I did say I was going to put it at the back because of the circle, but the kitchen's going to be here. I'm going to be sitting there doing music. Makes more sense to have it there. So I'm kind of hoping it goes just like the windows, where we cut the hole and we just pop it in, seal it up, and that's it. Again, no experience, so we're going to do it together. First thing I need to do first is I need to make a frame going round the outside of it, just so that the screws, I've got something to dig into other than the thin metal of the van. And then once I've got the frame, we'll put the frame on the roof. We'll check it for placement and stuff, because this is actually wider than the base plate that goes on it, so we need to go by this. And the wood that I've got, as you can see, is literally the same dimensions. So let's get it cut up first. But let's just have a wee fit check on the windows. The windows are looking banging. They just need cleaned. But if I'm being honest, when I was doing this, I thought this was going to be the scariest thing I'd be doing. And like I said in that video when I was doing them, there's worse things in the world to be scared of, so let's get cracking. So I think this is 45. Yeah, it's 45. So we need 4 of these. And then you will have something that looks like this. Obviously it's no fixed up. So I do need to cut a wee notch out that bit, just to make that stick a bit better. So let's get this screwed up. So if you're like me and you struggle to get decent corners, get one of these. These are class. Pop the wood in, bring it up to the marker, and it will always keep it square for you. So then when you're screwing them in, you know you're going to have nice right angled corners. So we're looking for a nice tight fit. Oh, snug! Look at that, nice and tight. There you are. Bazinga! Right, that's the hard part done. So you can see I've now cut a wee notch for the wires to go through. So let's template the roof now. Because obviously the roof comes up this way, we need to have it so that this is facing forward, so when you're driving down a motorway it doesn't just rip it off by lifting this up. So what's crazy is I come up here and it was just that one patch that was clean. So obviously the wood's going to be going under, but this is just to check clearances. But if there's ever a day to do this, it's the day, because it is quite warm and it's going to be raining again all week. I think this will do it. So if you can see here, we've got wee channels in here, so all we need to do is just fill them up with butyl tape, and we'll just raise it up to cover the gap. So from there, you can see we're slap bang in the middle. We'll mark it up with a pen. So when we do this, we want to do the inside line, because that's what the fan's going to be falling into. Right, that'll do it. That's just to try and catch the shavings from getting into the van. We're masked up, we're boxed up. Let's go, slow and steady. No power. Hiya. Right, let's test the fit. Hey! Let's get it back out, file the edges, get some hammerite on it, and we'll get the frame stuck up. So, there you go. get some silicone on the frame so we can stick it to the ceiling. Don't be scared to use your head as well. Make sure that's lined up, and then so it doesn't really matter about this sticking to the roof per se, it's just to give me something to screw into from the top, and it's just something for the vent to grab onto. That looks pretty good to me, so just let that dry a bit and then we'll be able to pop it in. So while that wood's drying, I think what I'm going to do is add some of this butyl tape, because the fan isn't sitting level, so this will basically bring the layers up to make it more level. And all I'm looking to do is just bring it level with these ridges here. Right, let's drop it in. So as you can see, I have covered the gap there, but I do need to put a wee bit more under it, and I might put a wee bit in the middle there as well. So I've put more butyl tape around here, and at the front there, and I've just put a strip at the back. So let's put it back in. And then we've got the cable coming through, so let's get it screwed in. So we are all screwed in, so let's just get it all siliconed in. So I'm going to let it dry up a bit, and then I'm going to go back round it again. Sorry guys, let me interrupt the video a wee bit just so I can pay the bills. So as you'll probably noticed, we don't have a ceiling up yet, which means we don't have any lighting yet. And for the most part, we have been using the OGERY fan slash light. Well, amazingly, the people at OGERY have reached out again and sent me out OGERY 4-in-1 camp string light, so let's get them out. So in the box you do get a USB cable and a manual. So if you're coming from the original Dobby days, then you'll know that I used to have an LED strip going all the way around the van. I'm going to have that again in here, but it's going to be in a different place, and I might have several locations for it. But I'm a visual kind of guy, and I do like to see, you know, flashing lights or LED lights and stuff like that. So hopefully that's where the OGERY 4-in-1 camping string light comes in. So let's just dig straight into the features of this bad boy. So this is a 4-in-1 camping string light. You can use it for camping lights, string lights, work lights, and a flashlight. It's got a 2000 mAh battery charged by USB-C in 5 hours, and it will give you a runtime of roughly 5 to 12 hours, just depending on which mode you're using. It weighs a nice light 7.4 ounces. This thing has got a massive length of 32.8 feet, so you can stretch it all the way around your campsite, all the way around your van if needed. And with that, it's also waterproof, so you can use these outside in the rain and splash proof. So hanging wise, you can see that we do have a nice wee hook here in the middle that folds down. We've also got magnets, so you can hang it on trees, vehicles, tents. So as you can see, we can actually go all the way around Dobby 2.0, literally 360, and this is a long wheelbase fan. It's definitely giving me some Stranger Things vibes. I'm loving it. And listen, we're covered for Christmas as well. So if the Stranger Things Christmas lights are a bit too much, you can put it on a nice wee warm colour like this. Nice and subtle. And then you've also got the Christmas tree lights. And then you've got nice blending, fading in ones. If you press it again, you'll get the warm lights back, but you'll also get it on here. So this could act as basically like a fill light for a room. And if you press it again, you'll get just the light and it'll turn off the rest of the lights. So again, if you are wanting to use it as a wee fill light for your room. And one of the things I do like about it is the retractable wire just goes straight back into the housing. So as you can see, you can wrap it up nice and easy, unlike other LED lights where you just get them all tangled and stuff, whereas this just goes in pretty quickly. So there's no messing about trying to get these back into the holder. So thanks again OGERY for sending out the OGERY 4-in-1 cabin string lights. It's going to add a nice bit of colour to the van while I'm building it. So guys, if you want to go and pick up the OGERY 4-in-1 camping string lights, I'll leave a link to it in the description, and if you use this code RobnDob10, you'll get a nice 10% off your order. So back to the video. We have a roof vent installed. Check it. There is no points for how it's looking because I've just caked it to make sure that it's watertight. And I've went back round and just filled all that in as well. I had this mastic stuff that I used with the solar panels and I never had an issue with it, so this may be a wee bit overkill. Check it. It is now all around it. Covering the screws, covering every angle, so technically I shouldn't get any leaks. And to be honest, if I do get any leaks now, the water deserves to get in the van. But aye, that should make it nice and watertight. Oh, it's so good. Does it work? If my eyes are looking watery, it's not because I'm crying with the utter joy of this, it's because of my hay fever. All I'm going to do is just connect this up quickly using Wago connectors. These things are brilliant. I highly recommend them, especially if you don't like doing wiring. You basically just pop the wire in, close it. So if you can see here, that was the negative. So we've closed the loop. So positive to positive. So that is all hooked up. So straight into the 12 volt. Oh wait, so I didn't know that. So the lid doesn't actually have to be open when it's pulling air in, but it has to be open when you're pushing air out. Oh, so that's pretty cool that it doesn't need to open, but let's get it open. We have a roof fan in the van, and that is pretty powerful. And it isn't even that loud. So this one that I've went for, I do have a remote control, I just don't have the batteries. So we can control it from the bed and stuff. So this one does have auto rain protection, so there's a wee sensor, and if any water gets on it, it automatically closes the lid. So to close it, oh, so cool. Do you know what? I need to go and find batteries. So it does have this wee mesh grill, and when you turn it to the side like that, you can basically take it out. So if you do get it dirty, it's got any insects and stuff, you can basically take it off and give it a nice wee wipe down. If there is any issues with the motor or the fans blaze itself, you can get in and basically tinker about with it. So that's pretty cool. From being in the summer in Dobby, it was so unbearable because it was just such a tiny space and the heat was just something else. And remember, Dobby's windows weren't the best, they wouldn't open all the way. This time round we've obviously got a bigger window on the side door, and we can open the side door, we can open the back doors, but now with this we can suck the air out if it's too warm in here or blow air in. And again, we're not going to know how waterproof it is until tomorrow. I do have the rest of the ceiling that I can put on, but I'm going to hold off just now and just make sure that this is watertight because I don't want any surprises. So between putting the windows in, putting the fan in and doing the side bed, we've already tackled 3 massive jobs that we never done in Dobby, and me myself have never done in my life, so this is all brand new to me. We did have a leak in the window, but again, that was the window where we got the wrong window prepared, but it is fixed. There's not been any leaks. It has been pouring down. I've even sprayed it and there's not been any leaks. But in terms of where the build is now, those were the major jobs. So we've now got windows, we've got a roof fan, and we've got a permanent static floating bed as well. Pretty much all that needs done now is just the usual stuff, carpeting and the finishing touches, obviously the floor as well. All the big jobs apart from painting the outside of the van are done, but that will come later in the summer when it's a lot better weather and we've got concurrent days of sunshine. Do you know what? Let's see how many watts this fan takes. So we'll open it up first. It's so cool. Put it on the first setting. So just now it's saying 0 watts, so let's crank that up. So on the second setting, we're only taking 6 watts. Third setting. And on the third setting, we're only taking 15 watts. So how many watts for the top? So for the top speed, we're only taking 33, 34 watts. That's pretty decent. So let's see if it's the same when we actually take air out the van. I think the second setting was 6 watts. So for taking air out on the second setting, it's only 5 watts. So that's interesting. So on the third setting, it's only taking 11 watts. Let's see full power. So on the highest setting, it's only taking 22 watts, whereas on the highest setting, bringing air in, it was 30 watts. So guys, I think I'm going to call it there for the episode. This hay fever is just demolishing me. Look at my eyes, they're just red and watery as hell. So we now have a roof fan in the new van. So guys, if you did go and enjoy the episode, why not consider getting subscribed and hit that bell notification if you want to be kept up to date with the rest of this build and how it's progressing. I have came from a micro camper, so this thing has been a totally different beast entirely, but we are making steady progress and doing a lot of firsts on this new build. So if you want to be kept up to date, make sure to get subscribed. So guys, drop in the comments, what do you think about the new fan? I tried to make it as simple as possible because again, listen, I've not got any experience, so if I can do this, any one of you can do it. So until the next one guys, peace.